Got the 4 agreements here from Don Miguel Ruiz. Definitely an awesome book for you to check out. So, good morning, everybody. Go ahead and drop some likes and share this. Follow me, all that fun jazz. These literally all fell out, so I'm just going to go ahead and start off with some morning messages. So, go ahead and drop where you're from and say good morning, because that's what we do here in the morning. Since we're starting off the morning, the angels want to remind you not to overdo. Don't overdo. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. So sometimes, and this is part of the always do your best agreement. Always do your best. That's the 4th agreement. And no, this is her bird's nest, and she's got her little birdies in there. I've learned in life you don't get any extra kudo, extra gold stars, extra kudo points for overdoing it. And if you overdo it on something, then that means you're robbing the energy from something else. So you're not giving your full to everything, because in a 24-hour period, we're only allotted a certain amount of energy. So it's really important to not overdo it. You do your best, and your best is what you can give. But if you can't do any more, you need to just say that and move on. But don't keep trying to overdo it, because you're not going to get any further. It's kind of like the if you've ever been at a red light and someone's like tailgating you all crazy, and then you guys end up at the same red light the next time, like together, and you didn't get anywhere any faster. I usually laugh at those people. Well, I've gotten better. I don't do that anymore, but I used to in my 20s. I used to laugh a lot. I'm like, oh, you did all that chaos and got so much further, so much further. I had somebody, it backfired on them in Missouri one time. I was driving down the highway and it was a snowstorm, and I was trying to be cautious. So I was going like 40, but it was okay even though I was on the highway, because everybody was, it was a snowstorm, and this person got all impatient and they were riding behind me all crazy, and I moved over because I'm not going to play all that. I let them go past me. They went past me all crazy, all fast. Well, they hit an ice patch in front of me. They did a 180. They ended up hitting the medium, and I drove by them as they were smashing into the side of the medium concrete. So, moral of the story is be nice, be kind, share love and light with people, and stop thinking you have to go fast, because you're going nowhere fast, I promise. You're getting nowhere. We're all in the same place. And I did it a lot slower. It's the hare and the turtle. Hare and the turtle. So I don't know if I'm digging this, all these sparkles. Hey, cat. Come here. Jinxie, get over here. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're just taking yourself down. No. Hold on, guys. There you go. Sorry about that. My cat just decided, she's like, bye-bye. Hello, bye-bye. All right, let's see what else I can do. I don't know about this sparkle, because it's just like all up in my face. That one's a little bit better. I like that one. Okay. Anyhow, that one was just too in my face. So, hello, Santiago. All right, here's a few more messages. So, don't overdo it. Do what you can. allot time for it, and sometimes you need to stop overscheduling yourself. And it's kind of like I've had clients come in and they want to a client session, it might run over. Or like when they do a podcast, my favorite is when people do podcasts, and who knows what's going to happen. That's why you're always supposed to show up early to interviews, because sound checks and stuff like that. And or appointments. When I was a medical assistant appointment, people would just schedule stuff back to back. I'm like, so what, were you just gonna snap your fingers or twitch your nose like Samantha and just get to your next appointment because it's 20 minutes away? Okay, and you've given yourself a 10-minute gap here. So, and the doctor was late. All right. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. And that one's a fun one because it's a third eye. If you look, it's an eye, but it is also your mind and allowing things in your mind. Florante, is my wife Nan going to fly here in Florida today? Well, good luck on your and safe travels, my friend. That sounds awesome. I'm going to go to Florida soon when I get my vehicle. Very, very soon. So this is all about your always doing your best. Doing your best means take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestations, no results, and no rewards. So doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no rewards. So the law of attraction is ask, believe, receive. And this is definitely telling you that the angels are ready to help fulfill your blessings and your prayers, as long as it's for your highest good. So winning the lottery usually isn't for everyone's highest good, because that's the first example everyone comes out with, and it's not always a material thing that's your highest good, or that your angels are going to bless you with to solve an issue for you. So a lot of us look to material possessions. Hi Rachel, thanks for the likes. Definitely know that abundance comes in so many different ways. And you know what? Just having peace, daily peace, moments that I can just do what I want to do is awesome for me, because I had so many times that I wasn't able to just have that peace. I worked myself to the ground. I burnt myself out on both ends of the candle, and I learned that it really didn't get me much further, and it made me crankier, and it wasn't as much fun to be around. So I've learned if you got to start making time, and the angels will help back you up on that, but don't overdo it. And don't think that if you just sit here thinking thoughts about the manifestation of what you want is part of the process, but eventually you're going to have to start stepping out of your comfort zone, and you're going to have to take little actionable steps every day to make it a reality. You have to do, it's a co-creative process, the manifestation process, and it's better that way when it's co-creative versus the universe just doing stuff. You don't want the universe to just do stuff. That's why we have free will. So you got to take actionable steps, but you also got to take these actionable steps of, hey, I'm going to start paying attention to my thoughts. Those aren't good thoughts. So those aren't going to help manifest what I want into my reality. So I'm going to take time to stop reacting. I'm going to take time to start thinking about my thoughts. And since my angels are helping bring this experience into my existence, I'm going to take the time to do the things that I can control, like my emotions, like my thoughts. We have 8 seconds before a thought becomes a thing, before it shoots out your head and goes out to the universe. You have 8 seconds to retract your thought. And that's Abraham Hicks. If you are interested where that came from, Abraham Hicks had one of her talks, and it was in that, and it's amazing. I love her. Go check her out today. YouTube has 1 million videos of her, and she's very simple with her thoughts, but she's fun about it too. She's just, I don't know, I really enjoy her. So Rachel Inspires You says, hey, from Tennessee, reminder to reflect what you desire and mirror what you admire. Blessings. Thank you so much, Rachel. I really appreciate that. So let us know what you're grateful for, beautiful souls. I'm always here to, I get on here in the morning to spread love and light and inspire people's days, because I know I have a few viewers out there that this makes their day to go feel more encouraged. So that's why I get on here and share my love and light with you guys. And if you want a personal session, or you would like a intuitive coaching session, you can check out the link in my bio. I also have a podcast on my YouTube. It's also in the bio. You click on the link and it'll send you right there. So don't make assumptions. Learn to ask questions. Learn to ask questions. And it's a swan because swans are about grace and beauty. And there's a seashell because this is about connecting back to your feminine side. Don't be so in your masculine side all the time. You need both sides of it. Even men. Men are starting to, I feel, embrace more their feminine and understand that you need both of them. Even as a woman, we can't be in just one side. It's unbalanced. So definitely the swan, and also the ugly duckling. For the one that you feel are maybe an ugly duckling out there, know that you're going to eventually turn into a swan in your own time. So stop with the negative self-talk and know that you are worthy, and you are beautiful, and beauty is skin deep. Beauty is in the inside, because I've met plenty of beautiful people on the outside and their soul was just awful, like awful and dark. So I don't judge beauty on the outside. I judge your soul, and the soul doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a face. It has an energy. I guess it does have a color because it's like more of the rainbow color. I feel closer to purple on the rainbow when you're a good soul. I feel closer to red when you're a negative soul. So it is always better to ask questions and to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make assumptions because you will know the truth. A lot of times we make up our own stories in our mind too, and that's where we get these chaotic seas. This is our mind. And sometimes we make up these things, but then you got to go a little deeper than why is this coming to your mind? Why are you having these racing thoughts? Because there's always a reason behind it. And you're like, why am I so attached to this toxic person? Well, I found out that when you leave a chaotic, toxic family as a kid, you grow up in that as a kid and you go out to be an adult, you tend to attract toxic friends and family, or recreate a toxic, chaotic family unconsciously, because that's what's comfortable for you. So if you haven't healed your inner child wounds and stuff like that, that's what you end up recreating. And I found out that's what was my problem. And that's why I married a narcissist and had a chaotic marriage for 10 years, because I was recreating what was safe to me as a child. And I don't know how we ever adopted that as safe, but we're getting better though. I feel like we hit our bottom and now we're on a up spiral. So It is always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make assumptions because you will know the truth. So, hello, Source 7771. Thank you for tuning in. Alrighty. So, love and nurture your body. Always do your best. That is the theme today. Always doing your best. Treat this vessel as a divine temple. Put good into your body. If you smoke cigarettes, there's no judgment, but start taking steps to maybe dismantle that. If you drink, if you have even prescription drugs, whatever you're putting into your body that maybe is now time to cut back or slow down or whatever. I've went through this process. I smoked since I was 12 years old. And at 37, I quit cold turkey. And this is I've tried to quit quite a few times. And this time I was just like, if I don't quit, Destiny's going to be like, all right, you want to play with me? I'll show you, because I've tried to warn you and you don't want to listen. So, I just decided, I'm going to listen to you this time, and I just quit. And I was really proud of myself, because that doesn't just happen. I've tried for years. I've actually quit when I was pregnant, and I quit a few times before, and I quit for periods, and then I just started back again, because it was how I relieved my stress. And that's how most of us smoke cigarettes, because it's a vice. Most of us have bad habits because they're vices to handle our trauma or our unprocessed emotions, stuff like that. So love and nurture your body. Put good in. Your own body is a manifestation of God, and if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind, and when they grow, you will honor, love, and respect your body immensely. So, and if we have body shaming issues, I feel like somebody has body shaming issues, which is completely okay, because I have them too. I have food issues. Know that is in the spiritual world, nobody cares about what our bodies look like. And this is a human experience and it's more, if you have this issue, it's because it's trying to spiritually grow you and strengthen you to start learning to put you first and nurture you, and the self-love and the self-care. And it's a karmic whole fun thing I've just went through. So I understand if you're going through it, if you've had eating bulimic, anorexic, any of those kind of issues before, know that I understand. I've had times where I didn't get to eat for a week, and I've had people call me fat, and at some point I broke, and I was like, you know what, I'm fat. If I'm fat, so be it. I don't care. Don't look at me, but I'm pretty happy over here. And that's kind of how I live. And I'm at 165 now. Now, when I was married and I was not feeling good with anything, I got up really fat, and I look back on my pictures, I'm like, that's awful. And I also did that because I tried to think that it would help things, and it didn't. It just made me feel worse about myself. So come chat with me if you have issues, or if you eat, comfort eat. That's a lot, because when you get older, your metabolism slows down. Okay. But you can still enjoy food. Okay. You just got to enjoy it in a different way. You got to eat different things, but you can still eat some pretty num food. So come chat with me if you have that issue. Don't take anything personally. See other people as they are. And this is very important. Don't take people personal. If people want to be Mr. Jerk of the world today, let them be Mr. Jerk of the world, but let them float on by. Don't engage. don't engage people when they come up and they're just bitters and like on Office Space where they're like, oh, somebody's having a Monday. Let those people flow on by. You don't want to be entangled in none of that. So when you see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do. Even if others lie to you, it's okay. They are lying to you because they are afraid. You will discover that they are not perfect. So I anymore just observe people's behaviors, but ultimately in the end, you are who you are, you do what you do, and even coaching clients, I can only lead you to the water trough, but I can't make you drink the water. So, and I feel like co-creativeness is a lot better of a process, especially when it comes to healing. So even with the therapist, if you're in therapy, make sure your person is a co-creative person, and that means that you have a say-so in your process, and it's not just them checked out going, and how does that make you feel? And you just manically telling all your thoughts, and then you're like, okay, see me next week, and you don't really feel like anything got accomplished. A co-creative relationship is more of where you tell the person something and they just kind of walk you into a solution, but you're ultimately finding the solution yourself. And that's what coaching is. And that's very important. That's why I feel like my coaching works, and I feel like coaching works in general for the fact that if you're not a part of your healing process, you're not going to heal. Nobody can do this for you. This is the one thing you can get assistance with it. You can have people hold your hand through it, but you're going to have to face it. So whatever you have to do to get your protection and your courage up, do that. And I promise you, it'll be the best choice you've ever made. If you've had to ever make choices in your life, know that if you ever decide to walk down the spiritual path, you'll never regret it, because it's like once you awake, you'll never go back to sleep. But it's like some days, you'll have your moments of, man, I wish I wasn't awoke so I could enjoy this. But you're like, nah, there's too much goodness over on the side of being spiritually awoke that I don't really care. So, either who. Thank you guys so much. Hello, Lindsay. How are you? So, all right, we got 3 more messages. I'll wrap this up. Be impeccable with your word. Let go of self-judgment and blame. So say what you mean what you say, and be nice to yourself. Do not start with the self-talk just because somebody else is mad because you inconveniently inconvenience them with your feelings, or usually what it is you called someone out on their BS, and if they get overreactively mad about something and make it your fault, guess what? There was some kind of something behind that, just so you know, because normal people don't get that angry if plans fall through. It's life. Things happen. Things fall apart. So don't get up in your head if everything's not perfect, because it's not going to be. Again, it's life. And if you're with a narcissist, they'll try to make everything your fault. If a tire got flat, well, if you would have been driving in this lane and not that lane, we wouldn't be in this mess right now. Not true, okay? You have no control over things like that, but you do have control over things like arguing or taking things personal from a toxic person. So be impeccable with your word, and that's about reacting. Do not react to someone. Someone can yell all day long. It's when you touch me, that's when there's a whole nother issue, but do whatever makes you feel good over there, but do it over there. Be impeccable. You take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. So I take responsibility that, yeah, I was late to the appointment, and therefore so you're late to court, and if you're late to court, then they don't give you an extension. Now you've got awesome. I'm glad God loves me. God loves you too, AJ. Anyways, you have a court ticket that you miss. Read my Bible to people here. Jesus saves. Yes. Jesus does save. Okay. So definitely let go of self-judgment and blame. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Don't beat yourself up for everything that goes wrong, because ultimately it's kind of like if you go to a restaurant and the food sucks and the service sucks. Do you work there? Did you cook the food? No. So ultimately, you guys just gotta let things go today. Let things roll. Let things go. Hello, Jill. Resume the release. Excuse me. Be impeccable with your word and release the need to be right. And they always say it's better to be kind than to be right. So if you have a choice, choose to be kind instead of trying to be right. Because sometimes if you know you're right, you can just keep that in mind, but you don't always have to worry about that. It's not always satisfying to be right. When you believe something, you assume you are right, and you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. Definitely important. It's kind of like politics. Like, in the end, who cares, right? Like, they're your beliefs. Your beliefs are important, but I'm not going to sit here and fight about my belief is better than your belief. That's a waste of energy. Don't make assumptions. Discern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing. So there's a golden key there. That's about opening the door, new doors, but also letting you have the power to, like the key to the kingdom, you have the power to open the door. You also have the power to let in who you want to, who's right for you and who's not. But live in your joy and don't make assumptions. If you have a question on your mind about someone, something, ask questions, but don't go around making up your own story and then implementing that into, because I've had people do that. And if you've ever been with a narcissist, they make up smear campaigns and they get all these flying monkeys and all fun stuff comes up, and they just talk smack about you, and it's good times. And it's, yeah, so you just learn to diverge, hide, run, divert. Mostly I don't hide. Just say, excuse me, I'm walking here. So definitely. All right, here, guys. 1 angel message, 2 angel message, and then I'm gonna roll on out. 3 angel messages. Have courage today, Archangel Haniel says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Very important that even if it's not the majority favorite, it's what you want to do. So have courage. See that lion? The lion, have courage. Walk like you have lions behind you today. Here's back to that nurturing of your body. Have patience with yourself. Archangel Gabriel says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important today. I feel like today's it's Thursday. It's a very chill day to have courage and have courage to prioritize what is important for you today. Don't just obligate yourself to things just because Sally Sue said you have to. And they're coming up with a chakra clearing, which is from Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. I'm definitely feeling maybe take today, like, I don't know, maybe after work, go to a park with your kids. Go on a little nature hike, even though it's a little later in the day, it's okay because we still got that little bit of light. But do something that nurtures you today. Don't live in your fear. If something's bothering you, if you're on a deadline and you're hitting, like you're going to lose stuff, your house or whatever, just, first of all, pray because your angels can work miracles. And second of all, release it. Ask your angels to help take it away from you, and know that you can face anything you need to today, but you gotta put faith in something higher than what's just in front of your eyes, because your angels are always there for you. I'm not doing any relationship readings right now, but you can definitely schedule one with me, Gabriel. I'm just sharing angel vibes and messages, but yeah, definitely check out the link in my bio and I can do a virtual session. They're only $24.44. But I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day today. And release your toxic shadows to the angels and know that they're always there to help assist and help take you anywhere you need to go. But you got to ask for them, because free will says you have to ask for help. And whatever's meant for you will always be there for you. And it'll never get taken away. So if something got taken away, it was never meant to be yours. It was just theirs for the moment. So start enjoying your moments, and those little moments will start building up to bigger ones. And eventually you'll get where you need to be. But you just got to keep your eye on the prize and not let people get you in your head or knock you off your square. So I love you. I hope you guys have a great day. Love and light, beautiful souls. Have a wonderful and blessed Thursday. Oops.